Smells like barbecue. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, well, we're gonna tighten much as we can so it still be able to fit in there, of course. I think this is it. Okay, and then what it does, it needs this guy here too, right? The wall. I think we could put the walls here or something like that, opposite from each other. I call it the wall. See that? And then we could probably tape it. I think that's how it works. Yeah, you probably want to tape this guy right here like this. Okay, so let's do that. We're gonna put our electrical tape. Well, we're gonna try to get our electrical tape. Okay, let's get our electrical tape out. Yeah, try keeping this container because it'll catch dirt. It's sticky right here. Sticky on both sides. See, caught a little bit, it fell on the ground, but it's still pretty damn good though. Alright, so here we go. This is, I always forget, is it M3 or 3M? 3M. M3 is the BMW car. Okay, 3M 33 plus super tape. I recommend it from APM. Okay, there we go. Try to do it perfectly, knowing me. Just kind of offset a little bit. This will hopefully help. Okay. See there, I'm coming back around. I don't know how thick we want this yet, so I'm just going to go and try to wrap it fully first. Then we can decide, once we put it in there, how it's going to go. Don't worry, it'll expand, because this is not like steel tape or anything like that where it locks. Oh, actually, you know what? We can take this off. We'll put it back in the groove. So there you go. We just kind of kick that to shape, hold the shape for us, right? I'm just going to break it off soon enough. Just want to make sure I capture as much as I can. Hopefully it's not too tight where it won't expand. I might be doing injustice here. Okay, just going to go like maybe, look like I'm doing about 3 turns. Might be a little too much really. Alright, so that's it. Let me pull it out. Just kind of rip it and then put your thumb and smash it in there. That way it's not going anywhere. There you go. You got it all taped into the aluminum wall. Oh shoot, I told myself not to put it on, you know, surface, right? And there it goes. I do the opposite. Alright, so let's get this guy back. This is the one we're using, right? Okay. Actually never knew how to actually put them in before. Now I see there's a short side to this ramp and there's a long side, or they're identical. I think they're identical, so we should be okay. But I don't know why this guy makes a difference here. You know. Okay, let's go and close these guys back. Okay, we got that guy there. Okay, it's gonna be very tricky because we're working with very thin amount of space. It's not like we have a full inch of to go by. So there we go. I guess this helps hold in place, and we want to make sure we find the right socket driver to drive this in. So you can leave that alone like this right there. The tape helps you hold them in place. This makes it so much easier, you guys. Before I used to try to hold all loose components in my hand, and that wasn't cool. Alright, so let's go and find the right socket for it. I think he's probably, I think he's a hex, probably, I want to say 5. Yep, I got it, on the money. And what you could do is, I guess you could pre-tighten it a little bit until he actually holds in some place. So let me bring him up a little bit here. Let me bring it up to this point. Or actually, maybe I have to go up to this point. Maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to figure him out yet. There he goes. Look like he can expand. And then when he expands, he's going to push the wall. I wonder if we're supposed to, you know, because they expand, right? So maybe they're supposed to even up like this, meaning the wall needs to expand. I don't think they should be opposite, right? Because the expand needs to push one side of the wall, the other one needs to push the other side of the wall. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go and line up. I'm not sure. It might turn on us, but who knows? Maybe it'll help in the long run. Oh, it doesn't really matter because he's already securing the other guy too, so it's not like it does. I don't think it really matters. Okay, but I'm not sure if you're supposed to flush this guy first though. But maybe you do, maybe you don't. All right, so here we go. We'll put this guy in here. Remember, this one's gonna be a little trickier because you can't actually rub on the metal. It looked like it's cutting in and out for me because I think my battery's getting low. I think I'm having an intermittent issue with my little magnet charger here. I'm not sure why, because I think I just dropped my phone. So it could be that reason. But I just want you to know, it actually does work. I haven't tightened this down yet, Bo. And I better hold it in place just to make sure, because these mirrors are not fun to drop. See that? If you just back this out a little bit, just give it enough slack there, your throttle will still, you know, spin back freely. Again, I haven't tightened this down yet, but I will. I just want to make sure. Okay. I even try to spray some, what we call lithium grease here. I'm not sure how it works well in rubber, but you can see here. I'm going to take it out. That way you can see an idea here. It got in a little bit like this, so it's just really create a little mess more than anything. So come on, charger, do your thing, man. Don't tell me. Okay, there it goes. Now it's charging, now it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna wipe it clean because we don't need to get moly graphite grade. We want this to stick, right? We don't want it to actually not stick. So it doesn't work. It doesn't feel bad at all. I mean, but I just don't want it to create a problem. I just want it to stay here, but I didn't want it to actually get rubbed onto this rubber, which drags it all the way over there. So it's kind of pointless for me, right? So let me go and just take my clean shop rag here and take it in there, clean it all up. Alright, so I have to reverse what I just did here. And create more of a mess than anything. Let me go and just take this little straw in there. Okay, yeah, digging in there, cleaning up the rubber again. All the mess you made. So it hooked just perfectly, actually. So I'm pleased by that. I wouldn't spray any grease on it anymore. That thing is messy. Look, I just sprayed a little bit and spattered everywhere. It's not going to harm anything, I don't think. There we go. Just, you know, you don't want to get in your brake pads or anything like that. That'll probably be a long time for it to remove out. Okay, so we're going to put it on. And it's very simple. You just put a little tape on there like this, like I did. And then you face the direction. You pre-tighten it where you want it to, which I think we did. Okay. And then you can just prepare to insert. I think it's like, see, this is a perfect hole for it. Anything smaller, we wouldn't be able to fit this guy in there. So there you go. Like, just let it go in there. Now you want to gap a little bit, unlike the other one here. This one you can compress fully because he's not throttling anything, right? So this one, however, he is, so we can't have that. So we're gonna make sure of this. Darn, my magnets is giving me intermittent problems now after I dropped them. Not sure because my phone maybe not charged. Okay, see there? So look at that. You're not even tightening it. He's still not dragging him, which is perfect. You don't want him to drag. You want to get him in there as much as you can without him being dragged. So I think this is perfect right here. Now if I push him a little bit more like this, you can see here. See that? He's getting stiff. He won't come back fast enough. That's the problem. So you want to pull it out just a little bit. Not too much out because you still want the most of his body in there. See that one? He's still kind of, see, he's going back slowly. You don't want to slow either because over time it might even create a little bit more. So we just pull him out a little bit. See, now he's a little bit faster. So you just got to go by ear here on this line. Okay, so once you get that in there, you can go and tighten the screw down. When you tighten again, remember that mouth I showed you earlier? It's going to open up like that. So this guy here, as you can see here, he's going to come in like this. Well, let's put this guy in here, this little one. Oh, sorry, the other way. Okay. Now I have to stretch this guy open. Probably. Yeah, I didn't know that about the tape. See that? So when you drive the screwdriver in there, it's going to drive in more of the thread here, and it's going to bring this thread pushing down on it. When it pushes down on it, the only thing this can happen to do is, see how it opens this fish mouth? See, it gets wider and wider and expands, and it creates that interlock right there. Have that ready. All right, so it's time to nail this guy down here. I think he's good to go. So it wasn't very hard to install at all. Just bar and mirrors there. I wouldn't recommend putting in kind of grease again. And then you want to test it out too before you drive it in, just to make sure again. Oh, sorry, turning it the wrong way. Don't want to turn it the wrong way too long. So he's getting a little bit sluggish. If he's getting a little bit sluggish, that means something is gripping him too tight here. So in that case, you back this guy out a little bit. Just make sure he's not rubbing on any of the sides, because that's the only reason why you could have been there. It's just he's rubbing on the side. So now he should be fine there. Okay, still rubbing on the side a little bit, so pull him out a little bit. This is a little bit more. You can see here he's showing a little gap almost now. So there should be no excuse for this guy. See how look, this is really where you want him to be. See that? He spins freely. Okay, so I'm gonna, you know me, I'm trying to shoot for perfection, so I'm gonna go back in a little bit more because I want to get the most out of him. See that? Just that little bit more creates that little harder. So let me pull him back out a little bit. Oh, what you could do is just kind of pull this outward a little bit, so he can't help but rest on you. There we go. Because you don't want your grip to stay in position when you don't want it to throttle, right? So you don't want to lock on the throttle for you. That's not really where you want to be. And you just want to make sure you perfectly set this, you know, straight where you have your bolts where you want it. And then you're ready to drive in. I think this is pretty much perfectly where I want it. So I'm going to go ahead and drive it in. And when I'm driving in, I want to be careful too, because you don't want to accidentally push it in more. Because you can push it in more, right? And you probably will. So once you drive, you're going to have to start backing it out a little bit as you go. So I'm going to try to stabilize it, sort of. You know, with my little index here, trying to gap the wedge so it doesn't go in. Oh, it will help if you do righty-tighty. Alright, so here we go. We're spinning it. When you spin, you start getting, see it get stiff. There we go. It's getting stiff. But you also make sure this is not getting stiff, right? So that what that means is, you gotta back this guy out again. See that? You gotta back him out again. It's creating that wedge, which you're not trying to go for. So now you gotta back him out again. So you want to back him out some more. Again, it's going to be a little bit more precise for us because we're barely working with 1/2 inch, and I don't want to give and take too much from him, and I don't want this guy to have too little either. So it's almost a give and take right now until I start seeing it. There we go. Okay, I can still go ahead and tighten it now. There you go, look at that. Not only that, your bar end mirror is stiff. Something was to jerk it or hit it, it's not going anywhere. See that? But you still want to make sure you torque it. I would recommend torquing about 7 foot-pounds still. So let's make sure of this. There we go. Yeah, it's thick there. You want to make sure that you can't even wobble it. You shouldn't be able to wobble it. There we go. And that's how you install the one bar end mirror there. This side be easy. This side you can push all the way. But I just want to make double check. Now you see here, I just don't like the fact that it's showing a little bit after I dig into it now. Look at that. You see it's showing a lot more now than what I really wanted to. So even though this guy's spinning freely, and this guy's pretty stiff on his own by himself, I wanted to go in a little bit more. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try to bring him in a little bit more. without sacrificing this guy going stiff on us again. So the throttle one's probably one of your most challenging, so I'm going to back him up. That way I can push him in. There we go, I pushed him in. See, that's stiff again. Let's see if I'm going to drive him a little more, will it still be stiff? There we go. Now I got him. So sometimes it's kind of tricky. It seems like he's going to be stiff if you drive him a little more, but when you do, see that? He doesn't have that much. See, he's fine here, and this guy doesn't have that much free play. That's what you want. So just kind of wobble it around, making sure of that, both ends there. And you got a really nice bar and mirror established. So sorry, my phone is like charging in and out here. I just feel so bad for my whatever I dropped to it. Sorry, it happens. I drop things. Okay, so I'm gonna tighten them a little bit more. Shouldn't push my luck, but you know me. Oh, is that righty tighty? No, that's lefty loosey, I believe. This is righty tighty. Okay, so I'm gonna do is holding it so firmly while I'm driving him forward. Alright, there we go. I feel confident here, but let's see. The main thing is to make sure this guy doesn't fall prey. Look at that now. He created a huge gap here. But that's okay. This gap here allows me to rotate him freely, no problems asked. Okay, my phone is just really not cool right now. Not sure what's going on. It might be the cable itself is damaged. So let me try to swap out the cable real quick, will ya? We took out the cable that we took out the first guy. Golly, I didn't realize when you drop it, it's gone. Sorry. Well, can't expect much for these guys. Let's see here. Where did I put that backup cable? Did I put them in the housing somewhere? No, that's a lighter. Yeah, I can't stand it flickering back and forth on me. That's why I want to just change them out again. So he's just coming in and out. Yeah, put them in here. There we go. Let me go and swap this cable out real quick. Maybe it's... So you can tell when it's got a good connection to the battery. It stays lighted like this. So when there's, see that? He's in the connection, he's intermittently. So it's not my phone itself. It's hopefully either this wire got damaged. Or let me try put them back in. Put back in this holster here. Yeah, see that? Okay, much better now. Unfortunately, I had to take this off. At least my cable here is more constant now, so it just was actually a bad cable. I guess those guys are pretty faulty easily when you actually drop them. They probably hit something inside of them that just caused them short or just break the line or something like that. So anyway, I was actually going to pre-drill it even bigger here so it wouldn't touch that guy, but I don't think that'll be the problem. I think what I messed up on was I sprayed the white lintum grease in there, so I kind of rubbed it all off. Here's what it is when I took it off. You can see here it's kind of rubbing smoothly. So what I'm going to do is just coat it with a brand new M3 tape again. So let's do this again, shall we? Oh, I thought I backed them all up already. And I'll be able to do this a little quicker now to, again, to get an idea of where we're doing. Oh, he's still kind of locked in there. That's fine. I need to peel them off first. Let's see how good 3M tapes are. Supposed to not be able to peel so easily, right? So, not bad there. We'll give him a clean 3M setup here. So you want this to be sticky. You don't want it, oh man, look at that. It even held my my finger blood pressure in there. Okay, so let's go and get another coat of this guy here. Make sure there's no, you know, adhesive works opposite when you have, what do you call it, substance in there. So let's go and spray this guy cleanly. Make sure none of that stuff is in there. This is probably what's causing us to slip, and he's probably getting slipped off because of the adhesive thing. So what we're going to do is just kind of clean this a little bit with some brake cleaner. Make sure I really get these guys dried out. Spray it here or there, it doesn't matter. Okay. Just kind of spray them out. You don't want that adhesive to stick on your stuff, so I'm just part cleaner here. Should dry up. Yeah, don't do it WD-40. That's your anti-adhesive rub remover there. Okay, so let's go back there. The reason why I had to do this again, because I think I sprayed some of that lithium grease and it got on the 3M adhesive part and it made it slippery. So it defeat the whole purpose of me trying to get a good grip. Gonna rub this guy down. We'll let this one dry. We'll use the other one while we're waiting. So this guy can be for the other handlebar, right? Okay, it's cool. Now it stays charging. Thank goodness. I was having to fiddle around with that cable because it kept on losing connection, especially when you only have 4% charge left. So I'm depending on this to allow me to charge and record at the same time. All right, there we go. Alright, so let's use the other one from it. Let's keep these guys aside for now. Where was the other set that we're looking at? We had it pre-installed in here already, but we'll take it back off. There we go. We got this guy from it. And I believe this guy came from it as well. And we need the walls. Where are the two new walls? I don't see the walls. Okay, well, there's one wall. Oh, there is right here, dummy. I'm not sure these are the ones I just cleaned, so I think they are. Alright, so let's go and get these guys assembled. Let's assemble our new team here. Still this, is it this one? I don't think it is this one. Let me make sure. Or did I face them differently? This is going downward, really. It's going like an earlobe. Bar and mirrors. Bar and mirrors are made to go downward, so we can actually use it, but I prefer to have it where I had it before. So it was this guy here, I think. Yeah. So he's gonna be up like this from us. Okay, so let's go and put him back. I think I just rubbed this guy off. So anyway, we'll just use what we can here. All right, so we'll put this guy in here. The first click. Doesn't usually click. This one's just squeezed tight enough to do that. Look at that. There's just aluminum, soft aluminum, where it flexes. Now this guy's really soft here, and this guy. Okay, let's drive it in a little bit. Create that perfect fitment, sort of, before it expands. We don't want it to expand. We just want it to perfectly fit in there. I think that's what we do. Alright, now it's expanding a little bit, so back it up. You see expanding a little bit. The mouth. Probably doesn't really matter, but gonna back it up like this. Okay, let's put the walls. I don't think it really matters with the walls too. The walls can expand, but I think it might be good to put the walls like this way so it'll actually expand a little bit easier for it. We just need to take the shape of it first. Okay, hold it in place. Let's go and put our electrical tape. Start off the first wind. See, it's sticky. Sticky right from the get-go. I'll try to get it flushed perfectly. Oh, you can just twirl it like this now. Okay, let's see here. Okay. How many rounds I'm doing? I'm probably doing like 3 rounds just to make sure. Alright, this is good. Break it off. Whoa. Break it. Alright, there we go. Okay, so here we go. This is new rub. So it's not none of that oily stuff anymore. Okay, we're gonna go and put this in. And what you can do is actually just put it all in ahead of time. So you can just go ahead and shove it in there. Oh, look at that guy. Oh, look at that. Literally, he could just stay in by himself. Not what we wanted. Just want to see how it's going to react, but that's how he's going to react. So let's pull him out. We can pull him out easily. Let's get a little. He's not compressed yet, so I can get a hook, or I can just try to get him with this guy here. Great, what did I get myself into? Go get a little hook. Hook him back. This is what's great about these little pick things. Wow, it's actually pretty good. Kind of really get in there. So what you probably want to do is back it out where it puts more pressure on our lock guy here. Get him out here. Come on. Can't stay in there yet, buddy. There you go. Okay, so let's go ahead. I guess we could pre-tighten these guys a little bit, give them a head start so they control this guy, not him sliding around carelessly, hanging out in there. So let's put him in there. We can pre-build the momentum here, I guess. Let's see here how we're gonna do this. I'm not sure if this guy's supposed to. I'm not sure if this guy's supposed to flush. So we'll probably maybe pre-tighten him here. Try and get him away when he does expand. I know he's supposed to move these 2 pieces, right? But I'm trying to help him so he's this way, or however this is angled. I notice this is angled differently too, by the way. We can maybe set it to where it should angle a certain way, because I kind of like to have things organized. So let's do this. Let's loosen this guy up. I think he takes about a 3mm. Yep. So let's see if I can get this guy off the way for a second here. Doesn't really matter now. Oh, one thing after another, right? Okay, so what we want to do is maybe set this guy up. We'll preset him to clamp at a certain angle. So let me go ahead and back this guy up. Alright, so this guy's loosened a little bit. Now we can twist this to where we want him to stay. Or we think he can. Okay, so he's not even, you have to back him all the way out almost. Okay. Yeah, this guy needs to open all the way up for this guy to, look at that, he's already pretty loose and he still doesn't twist. That's how good of a grip these guys are. Okay. There we go, and I can twist it. So we can set like this, where, so I'm twisting this guy Now this is where it gets loosey goosey here. Let me put this off for a second. There we go. I think this is right here. So we're gonna make sure this guy right here is aligned to this guy. Just for reasons of, you know, indication wise. Okay, so it doesn't really matter. It's just my reason of trying to make sure things are accordingly. Alright, so they're still not fully. There we go. I think this is about right. I know I'm twisting back and forth here. Bear with me. I want to make sure that needle nose is directly flush straight to this guy here. This little open crease mark. Okay, that's about close as I can get. And when you tighten down, he's going to swing a little bit more left or right, depending on what the pattern is going to go like. Okay, so there we go. Well, I can just tighten this down first. Don't have to worry about these guys yet. They're just bystanders right now. Okay, let's go and tighten this down. See, we want the little. My preference is, you can have it any way you want to. It's still going to work. I just want to make sure I get the little teepee, little temple, directly facing this open crease here, so I kind of get an idea of where I'm at. Still need to maybe twist it a little more to the right. Just not fully happy. Oh shoot, these guys are sharp, so be careful. No way of twisting them other than just by sheer force. You can gap it open a little bit more if it makes it easier. There we go. I can move them just slightly, a hair or so. There we go. Oh, nice. All right. Okay, so now we can tighten this down right here. You don't have to go too tight, and you remember it's already tightened as it is already without even having to tighten this too much. So there we go. That's good enough there. You don't want to strip the bolts either. These are stainless steel, but just to make sure. Okay, so there we go. We got a little teepee where we want it to. I'll even synchronize where I'm going to put the big one and the bottom one. So I'll put the, let's see here, it's going to go this way. I'll put the big one here. I'll put the bottom one on top. That way the bottom one can fall right into the big one. Just my logic here. Smells like something's burning. Someone's barbecuing maybe, huh? That little house right there looks like barbecuing. That or maybe a... Doesn't smell like barbecuing though. It smells like burned rubber. Not sure. It's close to the kids area too. But awkward. They smell barbecue and burnt. I'm sure the owners will smell it shortly. It's very strong. If we start hearing sirens, then we know what happened. All right, here we go. Like, no, not yet. I haven't finished my scooter yet. Well, anything I could roll my scooter out. How about that? All right. All right. Hopefully they're just setting up their charcoal. I didn't realize there's certain days you can only barbecue. I think in California they have all kinds of regulation for what you can and cannot do nowadays. Okay, so there we go. We got fit them in there. Okay, so we're gonna do is tighten it up so we won't have that issue. Now I gotta twist this guy out here like this so I can get access to this bolt here. All right, so we agreed. Well, if we agreed, then we put the little slit here as well, because now we know where the opening is, right? And now we can go ahead and tighten these guys here. I know it's tricky. It's getting really, really tricky here. There we go. There we go. See, it's snugging on this guy here, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna keep his, sorry, I'm gonna keep his crease mark. This right here where all the crease marks are. All right, there we go. Now when we shove them in, we'll know exactly what to tighten. Okay, so there it goes, crease mark, crease mark. Now we can still shove him in. I believe we can. He's not like fully expanded like crazy. All right, there we go. He's like rubbing into the metal, which is a good deal for us. The reason why is if you don't shove him in, then that guy might not go all the way to the metal area that we want him to originally. And then we can go ahead and pick this guy here. Might be best to use a short one, that way you have a little bit more control. I'm gonna set this down because I wanna make sure I get two hands to feel him as well, because you can easily probably strip these guys if you angle the wrench wrong. So I wanna make sure, what you do is you can shove him all the way in first. Don't worry, he'll still come and play, because the minute you tie them in, he'll start moving around anyway. And then you can start backing them out as you feel like he's being tension. He's getting there. He's getting there. You almost feel like your brake pump. When you're pumping, you start feeling your ratchet here going poop, 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 like a heartbeat, like it's getting tightening on its own. So that's what's really happening here as well. There you go. Nice. So this is too tight. See that? The guy's not moving anywhere. So what I'm going to do is, now that I got him where I want him, now I can actually, because you don't want to start playing with free yet. You can even pull the throttle like this a little bit. Help push him out, and then you can tell him to go back. See, right now he's squeezing that throttle guy, so now that it's semi-tightened, I can start wedging him round out. Almost. Now, if he's like this a little bit, the more you tighten him in, the more he's going to back out for you anyway. So, here, watch, I'll show you. I'm not going to push him in or nothing like that. I'm just going to hold him stable. Yeah, I'm going to start tightening. There you go. See, he's gapping himself. Well, I think I might be doing it unconsciously, but I feel like it's gapping himself. Watch, you can see it now. See? See, that's why I didn't worry about the slack. I'm not trying to figure him every minute, every second. So you can see here, he's just got just a slit of wedge right there, which is perfect for us. See that? You can see through it right there to the ground. That's perfect, right? And then you can go ahead and just tighten them down. And that's it. That's pretty much how you get the throttle one. That's how you actually do it. I didn't realize that the first time around, so you guys can see two examples now. And don't spray anything sticky, or I mean lubricant in there, or else you're going to make your job much harder, because it's never going to tighten. A little lube goes a long way. Alright, just want to make sure, keep this straight line. You don't want to, you know, hold on to it while you're tightening it. You don't want to spin with your wrench, right? Why is it spinning? Oh. It's not supposed to be spinning. Oh, you know what it is? It's spinning from the duct tape, or M3 tape, really. M3 tape was supposed to help us hold it, but I guess it did the other way around too. It's probably the M3 tape that's really causing it to flex like that. So let's see if I can still try to manage here with M3 tape. Hopefully it dries up or does something different, because I need to really get this stabilized. I'm squeezing it. There we go. You want to make sure this guy still spins, even though this guy's stiff. There we go. See, the M3s look like it's still holding into it, but it's not letting it grip solidly. So we're gonna try to do the other one without the M3 tape. Let's see how better we can get that one. Okay, so let's do that other one without the Scotch tape. We might be able to pull that one off, no problem. But let's still set it in place. Let's set our little triangle guy properly. Let's bring the little triangle sharp nose guy here to the little slit here. Get this guy loosened. He's probably loosened already now. There we go. Gap him open a little bit, that we could twist this guy, because it's sharp. It's hard to twist him when he's still really tight. So I think we got him almost around there. Yeah, it's about right. All right, so let's get this socket, tight this guy down. Get the socket here. Sorry, I'm not sure you saw that. There we go. There we go. You don't have to go too tight. There's not a lot of leverage already, so that's why you don't want to. Gotta back him out a little bit. It looks like he's digging to the Allen. There we go. Stainless steel, but still. Okay, so let's go and put these guys in here. You got the same deal. We're gonna not do this one with 3M tape. That might not be a good alternative because I don't know how other people do it, but that created a lot more stickiness than we really planned it. Okay, so we want to make sure this guy's face upward. That way we can, you know, we can drive them without having problems. Okay, so we'll put the bottom one here on the big one on the bottom, and then the small one inside, top, facing. Put the wall coming in like this. You guys see that? And again, we're not going to do this time. We're not going to do the 3M deal. So let's try find out which one's better. This one we just straight press it, so it's going to be a little bit more easier supposedly. But we'll find out. We'll get our socket ready. We use the same socket here. Now it's not pre-tightened, not pre-loosened at all. What I could do is maybe put a little one maybe 3M tape, not really wrap the whole thing up there. I think that's probably what my messed up is on. But let's find out how we do it without the whole complete 3M, right? Let's find out if that works better or not. So here we go. Okay, so we're just gonna start this straight in, and we're gonna smash it because we can smash it because there's no throttle twisting anymore here. But you still want to insert it in one piece here if you can. There we go. Now it's going to come loose here and there. It's going to shake on you. It's going to do what it needs to do. Your idea is to get this guy deep in there though, even though it doesn't seem like he wants to go deep in there. You want to get him away from the first inch because the first inch doesn't really matter. So I'm just kind of shoving it. Hopefully it rides in there with it. There we go. And you can tell if it captures it or not. We'll find out. Righty-tighty, right? Okay, I feel it. It's gripping. Alright, so that's a good sign. Now you can push it all the way in, like unlike the other one. So this one can actually hug. Now it's tightening. See, without it, it's actually more stiffer. So we might want to take that 3M out and actually just put maybe one hole, just to hold it in place. Then we're going to dive it in like this guy again, like we did the other one. So this one's pretty awesome. Look at this. Oh, no, that's my socket. Look at that one. I even got the Allen bolts to actually face aesthetically right. The AP70, is this what it says? Yeah, AP70. How cool is that? There we go. This is prime inch where I want it kind of incline. It's kind of like a little, it's kind of a little slopey down like that. So without the 3M tape, you can see here with the 3M tape, even though it's already tight, I can still go like this. Look at that. See, that's not good. Look at that. I can still move it, and that's not what you want. So let me get my socket back and finish this guy off without the 3M tape. So we tried with the 3M tape and we tried without it. I think that without the 3M tape, if you can try to make it all in there as possible, I think you're probably be in better hands. So first of all, where's that socket that just rolled out of here? Oh, there it is. Look, they always find some way to hide, right? It's like they want to make your job a little bit harder, especially when you're almost done. So we're going to take out the 3M tape and try to drive it this time without it. But let's finish this guy off here. So this guy's ready to go. He can be smashed as much as you want to all the way. But it's looking really, really nice. Yeah, these are CRGs. I'm not sure if CRG stands for California or California something, mirror or something, I don't know. There's no M in there, so. Hopefully it doesn't strip, right? There you go. You probably only torque about 5 to 7 foot-pounds, really. I think what it's doing all the gripping is going to be your, sorry, get warm around here. It's going to be your aluminum pieces there. See there? Okay, I was confident about shaking that guy, but not my phone, I guess. My phone just took a whack on me. But anyway, this guy is stiff. This is without the 3M tape, or without the electrical tape, let's say, period, right? So there we go. Look at that. I'm pretty confident this guy here, I can lead by example there. Look, I can tug him. Tugs the whole scooter. You don't see him move one slight bit, right? What's great about the CRG mirror, again, is it's self-adjusting. Once you move it a certain position, it can go as far as you want to if you allow it. So this guy, actually, no, he doesn't. He's only can goes like this. Oh, I see. So it won't go anywhere further down. He'll go half a circle. So I guess that's normal, huh? Which is fine with me, I guess. So you can put him up or out of the way when you're done with him. Or maybe he's supposed to swing, so he can't swing further here, right? So oh, I didn't know that. So he can swing up, he can swing down, but he can't go all the way down. Sort of catch your down grip, so he can go high. So you set it this way, depending on the angle, he's not going to be able to do anything for you other than, look, we don't even need this mirror, to be honest with you, but I kind of like to have it anyway because I bought it. So anyway, he gets in there, he gets caught in your grip. That's the problem with this going all the way over here. So but other than that, we might actually want to maybe take them opposite, clam them differently. So we'll keep the bar and mirror here. We'll just take this guy off and then switch it over here. That way the other guy can swing down. So see, what's great about these guys here, you can swamp them. So we can take this guy here right now. Watch, I'll show you. So let me be right back. Before we swamp it out, let's actually see what we're getting here. How about if we keep it like this? We can tilt it any way we want to, like this way or that way. Or is it more that we need it for a down arrow? Because usually this mirror right here will cover everything here already. And maybe over here on the side lower lane is probably where we want. Most of the time people drag these guys all the way down. So in order for us to use it the other way, let's see what we can do here. We could probably, we'll have to take this guy bracket off and turn the other way. So all this is a matter of just taking this off and flipping it. So we don't even have to switch because they're both the same, right? So if we flip it the other way, unfortunately, he's not going to have the bolt here. That's why I wanted it, because I want the bolt to actually be facing upward. So that means the bolt will be facing like this guy right here, like downward, like that. So if we don't mind that, then we could definitely face it that way. Or we could bring it inward. Either way, I think it's going to be about the same. See here. I think we'll leave it up like this. I think this is probably... Now, see how I can go in a little bit more like this? As long as this guy lets it. Let's see here. See how much more in he gets. Okay, so he stops that right there. Well, no, he can actually keep going. Okay, let's see how much more he can really go. So he can even really keep going. So you can see here, it's hitting this guy here. But however, he's not able to go all the way down more. So he stops right there. Okay, I'm not sure why the video keeps cutting out. Okay, so I unscrewed this guy here so we can actually flip him. Now, I flipped him around. Now he can go more anywhere he wants to in the bottom area here. He can go further if he wants to. It will even go a little bit more if this guy allows him to, but it doesn't. No matter where you tighten him at, he's not going to be able to go anymore. So either we want more control in the bottom angle, we can go like that, which I think is probably cool this way. Try to capture more of the lower side of it, because again, we got the top already, right? So there's no need for the top visibility. So this guy won't go over and interfere with the top. See that? He won't go anymore. The most he can go is like right here. So he's all about controlling the level of seeing from the bottom here, which I think this will probably serve as a good purpose, because the mirror here on top will control the very top already. So we'll just need the bar and mirrors to control everything from the bottom. See that? See that? I think it'll be perfect. I think this is probably how we want to do it. Unfortunately, we'll have to mount that other guy. There's no way around him. He's going to be facing upside down. Meaning the bolts here is going to be facing upside down like this, which is fine. I mean, it's just aesthetically, I kind of like it the other way. So it'll be going like this. That's how we're going to use it. In fact, let's check it out. Let's see how it looks like from afar first. Let me just hand tighten this guy real quick. These guys are pretty awesome. Okay, so here's, I'm just hand tightening it for a second. Alright, so you guys can see here, So we're deciding here to keep him here or like his fellow predecessor right here. See, this guy goes hump like this. Let's see how it looks. Which one looks more aggressive? It's all about the looks, right? Oh man, this actually does look pretty awesome right here. The downslope. Sorry, you can't see it because I'm facing against the sun again. Try to lighten the background. You can see the shadow of it already. See how he pins up like that? But this guy looks normal. He looks like he's just hanging. Like his wrist is just hanging like this. While this guy looks like he's like Top Gun. Like pulling himself up. It's debatable. I mean, the best way to do it is find out what's useful, really. Let's check out the angles. Ready? Let's go and reveal the mirrors. These guys are stiff now. I can play around with them. And we haven't took out the M3 3M tape out of this guy yet, but we will. I think you could put a little bit of M3 tape, just slightly, just to hold that circular wall in place. But you don't want it to cover the entire wall because you need that aluminum to actually seal. Look at this. Hardly any scratch, right? When I say that, I think we'll get a microfiber. See everything, even. Look at that. Clean, huh? Very nice. Take this off. There's a little spaticle tape here still. All right, so we'll test this out here. We'll see the angle, what best fits. I'm really deciding maybe going like this way. I think this really is the best trick here. But let's see the other side. Let's unveil him. We don't have to worry about them touching no more. Okay, let's go like this way. Okay. There we go. Not even a single scratch on this guy here. Just be careful. You don't want microfiber to kill it. I'm going to save these guys here just in case I need to put them back. I'll have to really pretty much get a tape on them. Just save them right here for a second. Okay, so let's look at this guy. How we're sitting, position-wise, and everything. So here it goes. I'm sitting on the scooter. Hopefully bringing up the camera to the same level as what you're seeing, I'm seeing. Eye level here. Say I can't see nothing from behind me, right? So here it goes. See, I can pivot this guy up like this. Then kind of lower. Drop him down a little bit. Pivot him up. I can see a little bit the downside, what he's seeing. Sorry, you guys can't see that with me. Kind of bright in the background. Now, however, this guy here, let's see the deal with this guy here. Well, I'm sitting pretty tall. Okay, so let's see what he can do for us. We can pivot it in, pivot it out. See that? With M3, it's just turning him really. Okay, so this guy here, I can almost rearrange him to see exactly what's in the back area. This guy here, he's not going to go up and a little more for us. See that? He's not going to let us do it. This guy here, I actually see more visibility from the bottom because of my height. And that's good that he actually lifts himself up. So I guess in a way, it is actually to get this guy on here on top shelf like this again. So yeah, so let's go ahead and keep the way it is. Because actually, knowing this guy here, I mean, he's great though if you're like in a, sort of like in a crouch rocket. Because you need that little slope. And this guy can help you see underneath. But since you're in a tall scooter, it makes no sense for you to actually put the mirror so low where you have to be almost like I said, a crotch rocket in order to get to access of it. So it has no purpose at all for the mirror to be like down here, really for us anyway. It just serves nothing. It looks aesthetically like it's doing something for us, but since we're in a position like this high, it does nothing for us. However, this side here you can see. Now let's see if I was able to turn this guy a little bit. Let me back him up a little bit. And see real quick here. What I'm going to do is back this guy up real quick here. Okay, let's see here. Now let's see if I was able to do this one. See if there's any difference. There might be. Oh yeah, there is a little bit difference here. Oh yeah. Let's see this one. Oh wow. I can see a little bit more of the floor plan. Yeah, this might actually work. This tilted angle right there, like this right here. This actually would probably work better. Let's see if this guy will do anything more for us here. See that? You guys can start seeing the back as much as I can now. See that? You're coming from this high. This is so you can see me as the rider, but You want to really see the side of the road. This actually might work really well. And it's not so much interfering either. To get this guy here at this height, see there? And then you can tilt it back or forward, rearrange it. So this is actually help you capture the side angles where you couldn't see your blind spots. Instead of you having to twist all the way around, you can see exactly what's going on here. So this might work actually. What am I doing? This might work beautifully. Just gotta know where to angle it first, and then we can navigate it from there. So I got to move this guy again a little bit, but that's okay. That's what these adjustments are for. And I can see all my backing area here. So what I'm gonna do is lightly probably take it out to the road a little bit, kind of get the idea of the road path. Then we'll really rearrange this guy. Now this guy here, I can still see also. So we're gonna take both examples right now. I'm gonna go ahead and, this is already secure as it is, good enough, because I don't want it to fall on me while I'm on the road. So I'm gonna tighten this guy a little bit more with my hand. Okay, there we go. He's tight as much as can be, so he's not gonna fall off on this. Okay, let's go and take him out in the middle of the road here, and let's find out what they can really do for us. So let's do this. We're gonna roll the scooter out, and then we're gonna be able to see the back roads and everything. I'm just gonna park on the side of the road, not like in the middle of the road. Don't anyone get the wrong idea here. I'm gonna be a sitting duck in the middle of the road here. All right, so let's check this out. Let's go ahead and turn them forward, push them forward, take them off the center kickstand, and we're rolling. All right. Let's see if I can go around. Feels really good actually. The grip. It's awesome. Alright. There we go, I'm turning. As I'm turning, I'm looking at the mirrors too, by the way. See how much more angle to give. I got a feeling this one up here like this just gives me a little bit better angle. But again, I'm not sitting on the scooter doing this, so I could probably sit on the scooter and really get an idea of motion. It's not like I'm walking. If I was walking a scooter, this guy actually helped a lot, the right mirror, and the left one doesn't. So I'm not walking the scooter most of the time. I'm going to be on the road. So let's go and take it all the way to the sideways. Hopefully this camera doesn't fall. You guys are coming with me. Okay, try to get over the lake here what we created from our washing machine. Alright. There's a little soap water too, gotta be careful. Okay, give me 1 second here. Hopefully this guy's not going anywhere. I never dropped my scooter and I don't plan to. It's got a lot of expensive stuff on there, especially the Gibby case. Alright, here we go. Alright, so I almost feel like starting it right now and taking for a quick ride, right? Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're just gonna park right here. Gotta get a simulating idea of where our road should be. I think we should be fine here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, first of all, I'll get you guys away from my back because you guys are seeing my little ortho spine. Backpack here. Alright, so here we go. This is the actual road. So we're going to be sitting in this position here. Let me put this in a kickstand in case I decide to teeter-tot. Okay, you guys are going to be able to see exactly what I'm seeing, sort of. Front view. Okay, so over here you can see here, I can see the road quite a bit. I see a car coming, right? So there's good visibility right here. Let's check this out. See, this one right here captures my belly. You know, there's, well, let me try tilt it too, give it the same advantage, right? And you know what? That's not really how you use it. Check this out. I can't tilt it upward a little bit more. I can only go downward. So let's see the downward give me the same advantage as this guy. Nope. Let's see if I tilt it in this way. Nope. All I see is my belly. This guy here, however, you can see your incoming car right there. Bam. This is the way we set our bar and mirror. This is actually the best way right here. That's the purpose of this bar and mirror. Be able to capture a scene like this Where if you have it this way like this, no matter what you do, even if you extended it, let's say we extended it like this, then we push it outward, right? Then we tilt it upward, right? We sort of, let's see, we even move this guy because he has 3M in there. Thank goodness he has 3M right now, because I wouldn't. Okay, there you go. Look, you can see him now. So he's not a bad thing too. Let's check him out. However, I feel more comfortable as I'm riding. I'm seeing more of the down pavement here, because this is really what matters. You want to be able to see right near you and then far from you. See all this pavement here? We can see more of the road right there. So I guess even though this didn't actually aesthetically appeal to us right here, where the bolt didn't actually clip on here, I'm not sure if we can get it that way. Let's see. No, there's no other way unless we bring this guy forward. I mean, we flip the whole thing forward. You know what I mean? Just take it out in the context here. But I think having him back like this is perfect. Okay, so you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Just trying to feel some more. I'm trying to get the best angle here for us. I'm debating here. This is probably the best, actually. The way we should have it. It's sort of like a curvature down, because you can tilt it up and you can control it down further, and you control it outward. See that? In. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh yeah, you can see the whole side map right here. This is definitely good for safety right there. Let me go tilt it down a little bit so I can see more of my road, because you really want to see most of the incoming car that's coming, approaching you, where you can't not see otherwise. Right here, this is the best. Look at that. You can see the whole down the block right there. That's the way you should have it. Versus here, you could see it though, but you're missing out on the blind spot that's right next to you. So if there was a car coming right now, you would not see it in the side of you unless you turn your neck to the right. Over here, you can see it right away. You know, I think I can almost capture that little spot right there in the ground. And that's like maybe a good yard from me. And I can see it right here in my mirror. So you can see the side of the car from you in your blind spot. Right there, versus this guy here. I can probably see the edge of my parking. See if I can see the more front here. I could, but I have to tilt my neck all the way over here to get to the yard that's like the curve of our parking lot drive right there. So over here, I won't be able to get that advantage. Let's see if I can tilt it this way. Just give him a fair approach. Okay, bend him down, bend him up. I might be able to cheat this and get it. Nope, see, I still can't see my driveway right here. That's a yard away. Well, this one I can see a yard away by leaving him downward like this. And if I really want to see him even more closer, I can go like that, tilt it up like this. And I think it also looks stylish, other than the fact that the Allen bolt doesn't come from the top. That's the only downside of this guy. Unless we swing this guy inward, maybe have him come inward though. But I kind of like nothing hooking me as I'm taking my grip off. In the way, actually, it might serve as well to have the grip part here so our hand can rest on the side like this. So we'll try that way out as well. We'll flip this around. That way we can get the Allen bolt to sit back on top. If we do get it sit back on top, we'll still do this kind of wiggle thing for it. But however, it might get in the way because the mirror now is going to come forward us more, right? So I'm not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing. So let's find out. Let's go and take this guy back in. Cops are probably behind me now. Probably know that I don't have a motorcycle license. I'm out in the street. What if the same cop pulls me over again? Comes all the way over here and I'm just testing it. Okay, let me go and kick the side stands off. Alright, so let's go and roll this guy back in slowly. If I start the scooter, it'd be so much easier just to drive him up the ramp, right? I just don't have my keys on me. That's the thing. You know what? Let's start him up. Let me run and get my keys real quick. Hopefully no one takes off with the scooter for a second. Okay. Okay. See if I can put him somewhere more stable. This is pretty stable already. I think it's stable. Could go forward more on its own. Gotta be careful, it's windy too today. This looks really nice. Alright, so let's see. Oh yeah, it's almost ready. Okay, let's check it out here from the front view. How the curvature turns on those bar end mirrors. I'm feeling this. I just don't like the idea that this guy here is tucked in. But I do like the way it concurves. It allows me to have more control over the bottom view. Again, we're not worried about the top view because this guy can't go further to the bottom, but he can go upward, right? And this guy can't go any more upward, but he can go as far as he wants on the bottom here. See that all the way, if it allows. So I think we need to have control over the bottom one. So let's go and tilt this back here. And then let's tilt this guy back here. All right, let me go and bring the key real quick and let me fire it up. I haven't even really ran the scooter. I haven't like drove it from point A to point B. So let me go in real quick. I think the key's right in the front, which is always locked. I gotta get a key to open a key. All right, so there we go. Let's get our scooter key here. And let's see if we can take this out for a little spin. Not a spin, but just pull up the drive. We gotta be careful though. There's this little slippery, got soap water here. All right, let's fire this guy up. I'm not sure what I'm doing holding one hand with the phone, but I guess I'm pretty confident. Okay, on position, there it goes. Look, our gauge is everything coming on. Our gas is super low. I realized though, why turn the kill switch off when you're just gonna, start again anyway? So I'll leave it always on. Hold the brake lever. By the way, the brake lever, I'm still impressed. Look at this, freaking an inch. And I did not do anything more to it the last 24 hours ago. Didn't bleed it, didn't put a tie strap on it. Okay, first start, 1, 2, or is it, oh, it's not even on, my bad. It looked like it was on. This is still the kill switch on here. So let me turn it on this way. Beautiful, right? First start, let's rev it. There it goes, wants to go forward. All right, let's go and see if it at least climb up our driveway for us at least. Too bad scooters don't have reverse, right? It'd be too damn easy. That's what you have your feet for. You guys do a little Flintstone still. Yeah, I think the RPM is still not working because of intermittent wiring. We'll have to troubleshoot that before we put the front. Hopefully we'll get that figured out. What's the deal? Okay, just to be on the safe side, you guys, I'm gonna have my camera sort of mounted. Okay, let's see here. Let's see how I can mount this. Should have worn my little GoPro necklace, but I don't have it. So I'm gonna ingenuity this guy sort of to be my GoPro. All right, so here we go. We're gonna climb up. Better to have both hands on the wheel, by the way, not one hand on the. Well, my brakes are working good, so I'm happy by that. Let's see here. Once you go forward, buddy. Throttle's working. Whoa. All right, let's just make sure I put both hands on here. In fact, here, let me see if I can strap this to my chest because I got my belt. Do you remember that? So I'm gonna try to squeeze you guys under my belt. Oh yeah, this will work. All right, here we go. Let's let this baby fly. I don't even think I can take it around the block really, but hopefully this guy doesn't fly off of me. Sorry, you guys see him wobbling now. Give me 1 second, it's not gonna wobble. It's not vibrating that much here on the bike. Let's get it stable. There we go. You guys ready to go for a spin with me? Oh yeah. Hit the signal. Yeah, our signals are working. Oh, the best way to test our mirrors too, right? By the way, let's check them out. Let's leave them down. Oh wow, look, the vibration. Look how much more it brought out from here. Holy smoke! Look at that. You guys see that? Look at that. Look how much gap that is. That's incredible what the vibration does. Yeah, we probably don't want to take our chances. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I don't know if this guy's gonna fall off any minute. That's a problem. All right, let's check this out. You guys see it says 7, right? We're not even 1 mile into this new engine yet. Woohoo! Holy smoke. All right, let's do it. See if I can go around 1 block at least. I think I got everything's down, Pat. Oh yeah. Oh, it's picking up really good, you guys. It's picking up really good. Oh yeah, it drives so much more smoother. My RPM is still not showing, you can see there. But you can see me driving forward. Alright, school bus. My brakes are working good. I think everything's locked down, I hope. Too late now. Wow. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna make a right turn. Alright, I wasn't planning to do a test drive, but yeah, I'm not flooring it yet. This is probably around, I say about 4,000 RPM, if not 3,500 RPM. I'm going about maybe 35 miles an hour, and I'm not even like, not even at quarter throttle yet. I feel like it can pop a wheelie if I really floor it. Let me see the honk. Oh yeah, it gets attention. See, she's already spooked. Hey! So much fun. Like I sound like an ice cream truck, or like one of those big Mack trucks coming in. All right, let's go back in. All right. Oh shoot! You know what I forgot to do is look at the mirror rearrangement the whole time. Darn it. All right, let's go for another round. This time I got focused what our target was. We're supposed to look at the mirrors, right? And see how it's reacting. So I still got you guys strapped to my belly, which is a good thing. All right, so I wasn't relying on the mirrors to see my rear. Let's go for one more run. It's too much fun to not. All right, so the brakes are working good. Look, the rear. Oh wait, yeah, the rear is gripping. The rear grips a little bit behind the front. The front grabs, no problem. All right, try to get over this hump here. Oh, it's such a heavy scooter still. I have to pull my rear off. All right, so, all right, I'm gonna focus on, sorry, I'm swinging you guys are on my belly. Wait till I get my GoPro on this guy. Oh, I feel like if I jerk it, he will like lift up the front. Seems pretty, like he grips really fast. So this is 12 gram roller weights. 12 gram roller weights. Oh. Come on. My charger is, there it goes, picking up now. Okay, we're dealing with 12 gram roller weights now. And 1500 RPM compression springs and 1000 RPM clutch spring. See, it grips it really quickly. I don't see any hesitation anymore. Okay, now I'm going to depend on my rear mirror, which you guys can probably see with me, hopefully. If I tilt them the other way, because you guys are seeing the center. So I'm going to go ahead and tilt the mirror here. Well, I'm going to tilt my phone. How about that? Hopefully my hand's not blocking it. Okay, so we're going to focus on this mirror here. We're going to focus on the left rear mirror, and then we're going to focus on the right rear mirror. So you guys are probably going to see